welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Hope you had an amazing holiday, Christmas time, whatever you celebrate. I had an amazing one, thanks for asking. Anyways, I thought today would be fun. We would do a ranking of romantasy books, best of 2023 according to Goodreads and according to you guys, because it is votes that people put in. Like I said in my last video and in my description, I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I kind of know my way around the design world. What fonts look good, what colors look good together, pairings, typography, all the good stuff. I put the list in Tier Maker and I'm going to rank them according to U8 to disgusting. My qualifications for this, like I said before, I went to school for graphic design, left after a year and a half, but anyways, I got a job in marketing as a graphic designer, also no longer there, but I feel like I still have the qualifications to give you what you need. Can you judge a book by its cover? I believe you can, and you ought at times. At times, there's a scale, because sometimes the quality of the cover determines publishing houses, how much effort was put into the inside of the book. You know, sometimes that reflects on the cover of the page. So if you have like an ugly book, sometimes it's gonna be ugly inside, but that is not always the case. So we're gonna find out today if can you judge a book by its cover. Is that saying where they say you shouldn't? I say it's a balance to all things in life, and especially design, because we all have different taste. My tastes, however, are immaculate. So let's just dive right in. Let us go over the tiers before we even get to the nitty-gritty of what the covers are, who the covers belong to. Let's go over the tiers. So first we have, in the best tier, U8. That means I could barely find a flaw. No cover will be perfect because there's always room for improvement in design. But U8 says she stands out. She's queen. She's giving. It's life. We love her. Second, this $60K was worth it, babe. It's giving you good for you for taking out the loan. Sally Mae, may she get paid at the end of the day. You deserved that loan. Yes, a good investment. The ROI through the roof. The third one, Stan would approve. He was a communications teacher I had when I was in school. A very hard man to please. But a B is satisfactory. So I feel like that's an okay. Like, it's not too bad. Could be better, but we're working on it, and that's fine. For a classic, so just like she's our true mid-tier gal. She's not the best. It's giving she could be better, but she's a classic. Like, she doesn't need all the frou-frou to get you to click. It's giving Huckleberry Finn. It's giving Frankenstein, Mary Shelley. Like, she doesn't need to make. It's just a classic. Moving on. Have several seats is the next tier. Have several seats means you need to sit down. I don't know how you got here. I'm not sure if you're gonna continue though. Have several seats. There are about 20 behind me. Pick one. There's 2 right there. Have a seat. The 5th one. The 6th one, I can't count either. Wow. You deserve the interest on your student loan. This one I feel like hurts deep because they lied. Go to college, they said. Fulfill your dreams, they said. Take out a loan, they said. You don't have to worry about it till 6 months after you graduate. It hurts. The interest hurts. It's, why did I take out this loan? $60K a year for art school? Not I, said the cat. Not I. That's why I left. You deserve the interest on your student loan. Like, you're not putting your skills forward. You're not to the best of your ability. Do better. And the last but not least, disgusting. Disgusting! Why did you try? It's giving have several seats, you deserve the interest on your loan, all combined. Go away. I hope to never see you again. Publisher house, do better. Author, did you have a say? Did you have a brain? What's going on? I want to know. I'm curious. Disgusting. So, let us now continue. Okay, first, we have A Soul of Ash and Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Giving it a good look. It has her cute flowers on the side. You have the I don't know what that is in the middle, some gold with some sun. Kind of looks like a booty crack. Someone's going like this in the booty crack. I'm not sure. And then you have the sword in the middle. Like, I couldn't see the sword in the beginning. I didn't know what that was. That's why it was giving booty crack, because I was just like, why is there a crack in the gold booty sun? Like, I don't understand what's going on. So just for the default of like not being able, because when in design you want people to be able to tell what they're looking at, so they then can identify and decide if they want to buy it. If they can't identify or understand your product, why would I buy it? So I'm gonna give her, it's not terrible, but it's just like, I didn't understand it right from the jump. And when you have to figure things out in design, that's never really a design that you want be in your brand. So I'm gonna have, it's gonna be, have several seats. I'm sorry, we're starting off bad. I don't know why. Have several seats. Maybe I should just say have a seat. Several feels a little bit too harsh. So maybe just have a seat. Like, we can try better next time. Okay, second, The Ashes in the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. I think this is the second book in the Nyaxia series. Still need to get my hands on it. Very excited to read. Vampires. Not terrible. I understand what I'm looking at from the jump. There's not too, I like how most of the action is happening at the bottom, so you can clearly see the wording at the top. It's not hard to read. The and was giving in the beginning, but that happens when you use ampersand. It's sometimes you just have to like know it to know it. Even though I said before, like, you shouldn't really do that in design. But I feel like this isn't too bad. Like, it's not terrible. I'm gonna put it in Stan would approve. She could be better, but she's not the worst. Okay, third, Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Maher, whoever, this girl. I really like this cover. It's different from what you usually see in the romantasy genre, with the curly cued fonts and the bated breaths sometimes of heroines and the heroes and in the front of the cover. I don't mind this one. This one's funny because, you know, it is kind of like a romantic comedy fantasy. The book is really good too. I like the characters on the front, the little frog, the crown, don't forget the crown. Yes sir, he deserves it. I really like this cover. It's different, and it really does speak to the contents that are inside of the book. So I feel like this one deserves a, she's not a stan. I feel like it's giving you, maybe, okay, it's giving, the 60K was worth it. Like, you're putting your loan to use. Sally Mae would be sad because you're gonna make more money in the future. So you're not gonna be able to, like, accrue interest on your loan. Math. Okay, Bewitched by Laura T. I have words. When I was closely peering at it, I was like, sphincter. Who? What's going on? And then I was like, Ayana, why is it nasty? But as humans, we identify with human anatomy. But I don't identify with that one. Mine don't look like that. So I don't understand. Then there's the moth at the top, but he's turned upside down. Maybe it's because I don't, but see, I was going to say maybe it's because I don't know what's inside of the book. I haven't read the book. But at the same time, like I said before, you can't rely on people already knowing what the book is about to then pick it up all the time. Yes, we do have descriptions. But if I'm seeing something, if I'm at Barnes and I'm looking at a cover, I grab it off the shelf, I turn it, and it's like booty hole. I'm putting it back down. I'm not even gonna take a look inside or on the back. So for that, we're gonna give it, you deserve the interest on your student loan. You need to go back to the drawing board. Think about this one. Do better. The next one, A Court This Cruel and Lovely by Stacia Stark. What a lovely name. I wish mine was alliteration almost. I don't hate this one. It's even a little timepiece in the middle with the little red wrappings that are flourishing in the air, Gone with the Wind type of beat. I don't hate it. It's not wowing me, but it's not ugly either. And therefore, I will put it in a classic because I feel like it's just giving normal romantasy cover vibes. Like it's nothing. She alright. Okay, The Coven by Harper Woods. I don't mind her. I don't think she's terrible. I do think that typography could be a tad thicker. Just a tad thicker, because when it comes, like I said before, grabbing it off the shelf, if I'm struggling to read what it's saying, and then maybe if I have visual impairments or wearing glasses or not wearing glasses, I feel like this is just a bit too thin. Art on it is very beautiful in my opinion, but I think the typography could be a bit thicker, especially since this one is 9 times out of 10 hand drawn in, you know, custom font. I feel like it could be done better, but I am enjoying the art around it, so I'm gonna put this one in Stan would approve. Okay, A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. This one I'm liking because of the art surrounding, the flowers surrounding the A Dawn of Onyx. I'm not in love with the typography though. I feel like they could have played with some shadowing in it, like maybe put a flower on top of some of the typography and had something in the background, just shading over a little bit. It looks like they did really good art in the back and then just slapped the font on top, which can be said for a lot of these choices, but we'll get into it. So for that, I will put her in a classic. Like, she's not terrible, but she could be better. Fall of Ruin and Wrath. I have a bone to pick with of in the romantasy genre. I'm tired of. Let's choose a different name, or let's choose how we format the titles. Of Mist and A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of This, Fall of Ruin and Wrath, A Flesh of Torn Bones and Muskrats on the Ground, Of This and That, Throne of the the ofs. We need a new formula for how we're coming up with titles in romantasy. I'm tired of. Or just do 2 letters, 2 words, something. Like, get more creative. It's giving abyss. Okay, it's not cute. But Fall of Ruin and Wrath, I don't know, I'm not in love with her. She's not disgusting though. I don't know if I'm convinced. It's looking not that that's bad, but it's looking more of like a very, like an epic instead of romantasy, if that makes sense. Like, it's something that you would see in like hardcore world building with knights and javelins and Arthur stuff, but that's not bad, but I just don't know if I would be convinced at what you're trying to sell me. So for that, I will put it in a classic. No, not even a classic. I don't know, maybe You Deserve Interest, but that feels harsh. So have several seats, but like have a seat. I'm gonna take out the several because she's not terrible, but she could be better. Okay, now we have A Fire in the Flesh by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I think it's not terrible. I just don't love it because I'm just not meshing well with the leaves and the skull, because the skull is looking very worn down, very harsh, and then the leaves are like too pretty. They're like too nice. Some of them look like they were grabbed off of like Free Pick or something. So I feel like the quality on this one could be a little bit better in the composition of how they're weathering the items in the cover could be a bit better. It's not terrible though. So for that, I'm gonna put it in Stan would approve, because I think Stan would be happy, but he would still give you an 80 and almost a C, just because he can. Just because he can. And he also makes you buy his own book for his class, just because he can. And he did. And he did. Why can't— okay. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This was the top book on the romantasy list of 2023 on Goodreads. She's bad. She's better. Violet, Soren Gale, Zayden Ryerson. But I did read the book. And we liked her. Anyways. But if I didn't read the book and I was just going into it with fresh eyes, a virgin brain.
What?
Anyways, where would I put her? Okay, sorry if there's an angle change or lighting change. My card got full. But where were we? Fourth Wing. I don't remember if I described what I liked about it or not. I like the little motif in the background. Could be a little thicker. I am vibing with the typography and the little, I almost said bat things. The dragons that soar in the ale, like Soren Gale. Wow. Call me Biggie. But I feel like Rebecca did her thing. She didn't, obviously she didn't make it. Maybe she did. She didn't. With this cover. Not terrible. Could be better. Some, just a little bit, but it's not bad. I do like it. It's not terrible. So we will put it in 60k was worth it, babe. Right there. Next to assistant to the villain. Anyways, like I was saying, I think I wasn't even recording Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing went to 60k. She's worth it. Moving on. Slaying the Vampire Conqueror is giving disgusting. It's giving jail. Like, who, I don't know. Maybe it was rushed because, I don't know. There's nothing, my brain is like hard. It's hard to fathom why the frick this would ever make it out the copier. Next, Foxglove King by Hannah Witten. Everyone's least favorite debut author from For the Wolf. However, I liked For the Wolf. Maybe that is a little peek into what I like to read, but it wasn't terrible to me. A little confusing? Yeah, but that's for another day. Foxglove King though, I don't like the cover. It's giving, it's gross. It looks like about a lot of fungus. The heart is giving a growth on the side of the neck. The little skull at the bottom, I don't like it. I don't like the crown either. I'm just not feeling the whole thing. The flowers on the side are fine though, a little pretty. But I don't like this cover at all. So she's giving, it's gonna go to disgusting. The Jasad Air by Sarah H. I feel like she's alright. I'm liking the gold decorations on the side, but I just don't like the owl and the little snake dragon on the side. It looks like a little poop, and I think that's just the 3D effect that they're using there. It just looks like someone like and like squeezed it out. I don't like it. So I'm gonna say you deserve the interest on your student loan, like it's not giving. Next, The Hanging City by Charlie H. I like this cover. Yes, the snake is giving, I'm hacking up a mouse I just ate 2 days ago. But I'm really in love with the colors that are going on here. They're rich, jewel-toned colors. I really like it. The little spider in the middle though, I haven't read this book, so I don't know the context. But we're not talking about context. We're talking about design. I like The Hanging City. I like the colors. I like the snake that's hacking up something. The little spider could leave though. So I'm gonna give this 60k was worth it. Zodiac Academy. I don't know the author. I can't read.
I can't see.
It's just hard to see on here, so I don't know the author. But I don't like the cover. It just is giving House of Anubis. It's giving childhood. And I'm assuming this is for adults. So I just am not feeling the quality of the cover. This one I would judge and I'd be like, I wouldn't pick it up. It's just not speaking to me. Maybe because there's a lot going on. There's not enough contrast happening, like the crap rules, contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity. I feel like they said screw it. And they threw everything down on the cover and was just like, let me shake it around like a Scrabble box and just figure out which letters are gonna just mold to the squares. So I'm gonna give this one, you deserve the interest on your student loans. I don't like her. Moving on to Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. My girl Carrie. I haven't read this book yet. I'm wanting to get my hands on it. I really like this cover. I've held the book in my hands too, so I know there's a bit raised. There's raised details and there's a little bit of gold foiling on it. I did see the Barnes & Noble exclusive copy. She was pretty, but she was just pink. And then when you took off the book jacket, there was no like exceptional design on it either. So I decided not to pick it up because I was like, you're supposed to be special. You look like every other girl. You're not standing out. But I really like this cover. If you remember me a couple minutes ago talking about how some of the typography and the designs could just use a bit of shading and shadowing, and maybe some of the art that it's in the background could be layered on top of it just to give it some depth. I feel like they did a good job with this. They give it a little bit of depth. Her name, Carrie, is a bit darkened at the top. The Fallen is also doing that with the key coming to life in the middle. I feel like this is a really good composition of what they're trying to emulate. I'm not totally a fan of the typography. It's not terrible though. You can read it off the rip. I'm not having to guess. At least with the title, with her last name, I'm having to guess a little bit. Where it gets to Manis and then Calco, the words are a little bit close together and I'm like, who? Carrie who? Carrie Hilson? I don't think so. So for that, I will give it you 8. I really do enjoy this cover, and since we're getting nitpicky with it, that's how you know I like it. Okay, next, A Game of Gods by Scarlett St. Clair. I'm gonna give this one a no. I'm gonna give it a no because the typography is hard to see. It's hard to read. She's lucky that the title is so short, so I can kind of just guess it. But if I had these glasses on, what's going on? Don't know. I just know there's a skull in the background and there's some wispy, what the frick? Smoke. I don't like it. It could have been done better. It's not disgusting, but she deserves the interest on her student loan. Next, A Queen of Thieves in Chaos by K.A. Tucker. I feel like this one is also just a classic because it just, I do like the flowers in the background. The little, is that light? The little light that's peeking through, but as I was saying, Queen of Thieves, she's going to have seats. Could be better, not the worst, but it's not a classic because I can't read the rest of the letters in the words. That's not good. Okay, the next one by Nisha T. Rule of the Aurora King. This one I feel like is following the rules, not even the rules, but I think a better composition of most of these romantasies that are especially in the classic tier that I put. Like when I said you can use a bit more shading and depth to the image itself, but I'm just not a fan of the green color. I think that's just a nitpicky thing. but I don't hate her. I think she's doing a really good job in the typography element. I'm just not a fan of the color. It's giving Shrek. And it also reminds me of that one series where it's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland retelling, but just without the huge faces on the front. I don't know. I'm gonna put this in Stan would approve because I feel like it's not the best and it's not the worst, but I do like what's going on in the typography element. So she's alright. Okay, so this is an interesting list, I would say, to say the least. I feel like it's appropriate though. I feel like it's appropriate. I don't think anything's like, girl, what? Nah. Disgusting is disgusting. The growth and then the early freaking 2000s art from Slaying the Vampire Conquerors is a no for me. It's just not cute. But the Hurricane Wars and Throne of the Fallen, I feel like the art is done really well. You can read it easily. You're not guessing what's going on in the picture. It's a key and it's a girl in some waves. The colors are pretty. Ooh. I'm just noticing how they're both purple and gold. Maybe I have a new favorite color because usually it's green. But I really like the composition. I like what's going on. The art is pretty. Yeah, I think they did a good job. I stand by her. I stand by all of my choices. The sphincter, the cheeks, the crack. I think this is good. I think this is good. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know which is your favorite cover in the comments. I would love to get a little cute design back and forth going with you guys. And let me know which is your favorite, if you've read any books, which ones were your favorite of this year. And maybe even doing a like second addition to this video, like reading the top 5 books in the Can You Judge a Book by Its Cover series or whatever, to see if it's like accurate or not. I would love to do that. Let me know what you guys think. Tune in next week again for another video. I'm enjoying making videos on this channel, and I'm finally enjoying like editing and whatnot. I'm putting my whole life and soul into these edits, so I hope you guys enjoy them. Please give me all the constructive feedback, criticism that you feel like you need to get off your chest. I would love to hear it because I want to make videos that you enjoy, but also I enjoy. I just want to make stuff that I would want to watch and the quality is good as well. So let me know. Thank you so much for being here.